Shalom Yeladim and Shana Tova. Happy New Year. Rosh Hashanah, the Jewish New Year, is a time when Jewish people think about their behaviors from the past year and come up with ways to improve in the coming one. Between Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur are the days of awe. During these 10 days, we have an opportunity to pray, to give tzedakah, and to ask for forgiveness for our wrongdoings. Asking for forgiveness is called teshuvah. One way to do teshuvah is tashlich. Tashlich means to cast away or send off, and is an opportunity to start the new year with a clean slate and a promise to do better in the coming year. In this story, Tashlich at Turtle Rock, we're going to learn how one family participates in the ritual of Tashlich. I hope you enjoy this story. We always start at Old Log Annie, Lincoln says, giving me the look. I give him one right back. This year I'm in charge, I announce, and this year we're starting at Turtle Rock. It's the afternoon of Rosh Hashanah, and we're on our way to do Tashlich. That's when you go to a place with flowing water, a lake, a river, or creek, and you throw pieces of bread that represent mistakes you've made in the last year. My friend Franny, who lives in New York, does it in the fountain at Lincoln Center. And my brother's friend Matt says he once did it in a toilet. My family has its own tradition. Is everything we need in your backpacks, Mom asks? Apple? Check. Honey? Check. Bread? Check. I've got the pocket knife, Mom says. Follow me, I say, leading them into the woods behind our house. This time of year, the trail is lined with trees changing color. I've planned 4 stops along the way: Turtle Rock, Billy Goat's Bridge, Gypsy Landing, and finally, Old Log. Okay, everyone, I announce. While you're walking, think of one really good thing you want to remember from last year. We hike quietly while everyone thinks. When we get to Turtle Rock, I find 4 stones that can write and give one to each person. Okay, what good thing did you remember? Link goes first. He writes B-U-S on Turtle Rock. I learned how to ride the bus by myself, he says, and it's really cool. I can go anywhere. Dad gets up. He scratches the letters K-O-R-O-S-T-Y-S-H-E-V on the rock. This year, Grandpa and I went to Ukraine. We visited the little village where he grew up. It's a trip I'll always remember. Mom goes next. She uses her stone to draw a picture of a lady with long hair. I made a new friend this year, she says. She means Paula, who's also a writer. We help each other write, read each other's work, and talk about books. I am so grateful for Paula. When it's my turn, I can't decide between my bike and knitting. Finally, I draw a picture of my bike. This year, I learned to ride a 2-wheeler, I say. Hooray! Then we stand up and look at what we've written. Together we shout, Amen. Dad scoops up some water from the gurgling creek and splashes it over Turtle Rock to erase our writing. Take only pictures, leave only footprints, he reminds us. Our next stop, Billy Goat's Bridge, I announce. When we get there, find something that represents what you want to throw away from last year. Start thinking. On the way to Billy Goat's Bridge, we search the woods for something to throw away. By the time we get there, we each have something in our hands. We sit down and start explaining. Dad holds up an acorn cap that looks like a tiny mouth. I want to throw away saying bad things about people, he says. You once said that Mr. Frischberg looks like a frog, I remind him. Exactly, Dad admits, as he throws the acorn cap over the bridge. Lincoln goes next. I want to throw away being mad at Stephen Pinker. He broke my calculator, but it was really an accident. Stephen has red hair, so Lincoln throws a handful of red maple leaves into the water. Then it's Mom's turn. I want to get rid of the habit of saying yes when I really mean no. It's very hard for me. I'll agree to go to lunch with Abigail when I really need to work. She throws a Y-shaped twig into the falls and waves goodbye to yes. When it's my turn, I say, I had a hard time making friends at camp last summer. I want to throw away being so shy. The rock I toss into the creek looks like a bunkhouse. Well, at least to me anyway. There's one more thing to do before we leave Billy Goat's Bridge. I take out the bread and give everyone a chunk. Quietly, we break off little pieces and throw them into the water. These stand for private things that we feel sorry about or want to get rid of in the new year. Then we stand up and look down at the waterfall. Together we shout, Amen. On to Gypsy Landing, I announce. That's a big slab of rock on the other side of Billy Goat's Bridge. When we get there, I tell everybody to think about one good thing they promised to do in the coming year. While everyone's thinking, I gather some twigs and spell out the 4 numbers of the Jewish New Year on the highest part of the rock. Now take off your shoes and socks, I tell them. When you make your promise, dip one foot in the stream and make a footprint on the New Year rock. I vow to put all our family photos into albums, Mom says, dipping her foot in the cold stream. I promise to keep visiting Archie Measle in the nursing home, Lincoln says. Even though my bar mitzvah project is officially over, his family lives in Mexico, so he never gets visitors. I vow to start making challah every Thursday night, Dad announces. He hops across Gypsy Landing on one foot and makes a footprint facing the new year. When it's my turn, I put both feet into the water to make 2 wet prints. I'm going to wake up early so I can get to school on time. Then we all stand up and look at our footprints. Together we shout, Amen. Last stop is Old Log, I say. Follow me. When we get there, Link empties his backpack. We all straddle Fat Old Log. Dad takes a pocket knife and cuts apple slices for everyone. I open the jar of honey and we pass it around. Eating apples dipped in honey symbolizes the sweetness of the Jewish New Year. We recite a special Tashlich prayer that Mom wrote. God, we have thrown out our mistakes and regrets, and we have picked the best things from the year to keep with us. Help us start over. Help us remember our vows and promises, and protect us this whole long year. Then we all stand up and look at each other. Together we shout, Amen. The end. I hope you enjoyed that story. Tashlich usually takes place at a natural body of water, but if you don't live near one, you can improvise with any body of water, even a backyard kiddie pool. You can also join your Eitz Chaim friends for one of our Tashlich times. By whatever means you choose to participate, the point is to send off the sins of your past and promise to do better in the coming year. Shana Tova Umituka. May you be blessed with a good and sweet new year. L'hitraot. See you soon.